and the little green frog went
Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining me today. I know that I've already done a video on how to build the frog, but I took the frog to the next level, and for Mark's birthday invitation this year I have a frog that hops because we hope he has a hoppy birthday. So I wanted to just show you how I modified my original frog in order to make him move on the birthday invitation. I'll walk through the pieces quickly. If you'd like to see a video on how to assemble the frog, you can link to my other one I'll have the website up at the end of the video so you can see the basics on making the frog. But here's my frog body and what I've assembled so far. I have the wide oval punch for the head. I used 2 3/4 inch Old Olive circles here for behind the eyes, the 1/2 inch white Whisper White cardstock, and the 1/4 inch basic black for the inside of the eyes. The body is in Old Olive here using the 1 3/8 circle punch, and the belly and Kiwi Kiss using the 1 1/4 inch circle punch. Something new that I've added is I put little hands on my frog and he's holding the star, and the hands were done using the 3 For You flower punch. And what I did is when I punched it, I only actually punched so you could see 3 petals instead of all 5 to make those hands. And now for the legs, what you're going to use are 4 of these small ovals, and I'll show you quickly here how to assemble them. So to start off with, I take 2 of my ovals and stack them on top of each other using my Mat Pack and my paper piercer. I'm just going to poke a hole through both layers of paper at both ends of my frog legs. I'm going to do that with both sets. I'm then going to just, again using the paper piercer, I'm going to poke holes here in the bottom of my frog body. And I'm going to start, and I'm using blue brads just so you can see them, and on my actual samples I used Old Olive. So I'm going to start by putting my brad through my frog body, and I'll take one of my legs and feed it onto the brad and close off that brad back. Because the Stampin' Up! Brads are soft, you can cut off some of the backs if you find that they're hanging over when you put your frog together. So you can see that I've got the top of my leg, and now I guess you could call it the knee joint. I don't know what you'd call it on a frog. I'm going to line up my 2 holes, and again I'm going to feed my brad through and close that shut. And I'll repeat that on the other side. I have to say it wasn't maybe necessarily fun making 8 of these. It took some time, but you know, in the end I was happy with the result. And then what I found for the feet is I used the 3 For You flower punch again, but I punched out the full flower. So I've got my 2 frog legs. I punched out the full flower, and I'm actually going to just punch a hole here. And this is going to be my foot, and I'm going to feed my brad through the top of my leg, through my foot, and then before you close it, you actually want to feed it right through your card so it can pivot on your card. And so you can see here on the inside of the card I have my brad backs. Now I wouldn't normally do that, I would put it under my layers, but I wanted you to see that these feet are actually grounded in the card, which enables our frog to move. And he can go up and down. And the last step that's a little bit different than the last frog that I made is I did include the party hat. And I just cut a triangle out of the Pacific Point cardstock, and then using the 3 For You I just used the real red for the pom-pom. But one thing that I would make sure is I used sticky strip on the back of the head to attach the hat, just because that's where you're going to pull to make the frog move, and I didn't want that to come apart. So I've got my sticky strip on there, and then the feet are secured onto the card using the brads, and you've got yourself a hoppy birthday frog. Or you could put a winter toque on him and say Happy Holidays. Hope you like my modified frog, and have yourself a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping by.
Out went the little green frog one day. Out went the little green frog. Out went the little green frog one day, and the little green frog went All the other frogs went